Hello, Estefania. Thank you for your question. I looked over your answers a bit before I started this video, and I can see some of this just doesn't make any sense. Why would you answer 3, comma 1? Looks almost like you were trying to talk about where the roots are here, negative 3 and 1, and that's an x thing, so that kind of makes sense. And then you said negative 4 to 5. There's the y, negative 4. Maybe you stop at 5. You see the arrows? They keep on going, right? And they're going not just up, they're going out. And it's going slowly out, but it will go on forever to the out. Forever to the out. This right there, no matter what x value you plug in right here, this is like a square function. There's always going to be a graph up above it, because this arrow is just keep on going. And that's why the domain is running from negative infinity to infinity on this particular problem. Now the range, you look at the y values. Where's the lowest point in the graph? Here is negative 4. And it looks like it's going to include that point here at negative 4, right? And the y, it keeps on going up forever, and that's why the range goes to infinity. And it doesn't stop at the top of the graph. You see the arrows keeps on going. Now the x-intercepts, you got negative 3, 1, and you answered negative 2, 2. Negative 2, 2. You know, I'm not really understanding where your answer is coming from on this. But the x-intercepts just follow along the x-axis until you see, oh, there, the graph, the blue hits the black, and that right there is at negative 3, and over here we're at positive 1, and that's the other one of the intercepts. The y-intercept is at negative 3, and you answered 0, 1. I don't know. The y-intercept, follow the y until you find where the blue meets the black, and there it is. You're at negative 3 on y, and that's where the y-intercept is. Now, if you're trying to evaluate the function, you start at the x value, negative 2 in this case. Look at negative 2, and then go up or down until you find the graph. If I start at negative 2 on x, then go up and down. Here I am at the graph. I bring it over to the y-axis, and I can read the value negative 3 off of that. That's where the negative 3 came from. I don't know where your 0, 1 is coming from. Sorry, over here, and you answered 0. I don't know what that is. And for f of 2, then, you do the same thing. Start over here at 2, 1, 2, let me blow up the graph a little bit. Start here at 2, and then come up and down until you find the graph. It looks like the graph is going to get right here at 5. And that looks like that's really where the answer is. Okay? Just like that. And let me check that one right there, see what else we have to do on this particular problem. And that finishes it up. Let's do a similar exercise for you, because now I don't have a 5-minute interval. Where's the domain? Now you see the arrows? They're both going left and right. This means it's going to go forever on x to the left, forever on x to the right. And so the domain here is going to be from negative infinity to infinity. So let me just go ahead and add the negative infinity to infinity. Right? You can use the keys I just typed it in. Right? So let me check that. That's great. Let's go to the next question. Now the range. That's the y values. How high does it go? How low does it go? Well, first of all, how low does it go? Because that's the small number, right? And see the arrows, they're going down forever. Forever, ever, ever. And so this is going to go from negative infinity on y to how high does it go? Well, this looks like the highest point right there. That's the highest point right there, and that seems to associate with y equals 1, and it actually hits that point. It actually hits that point, so I'm going to have to include that point using the box C parenthesis, just like that. That should have been box C, not created. Box C parenthesis, just like that. Okay, so we check that. Now, where are the x-intercepts? Follow yourself along the x-axis, and I see blue meet black here at 0. Blue meet and black here at 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0 and 4. And it wants integers separated by commas. So you have integers 0, comma 4 separated by commas, the way they asked for it. Okay? So there's good. And let's go to the next. The y-intercept. Follow the y-axis till blue meets black, and it's just the 1 point here at 0. And again, they want you to type a 0, type an integer. It's a function, so you can't possibly have more than one y-intercept. To find the value at negative 2, we blow it up a little bit here. I'm going to come here to x equals negative 2. That's my input. Go up and down until you find the graph. Here's the graph. Come back over and find the y value. That's the output. So we're at negative 2, negative 3. So f of negative 2 is equal to negative 3. And this is corresponding to the fact that negative 2, negative 3 is a point on the graph. So the value there is at negative 3, right? It's not going to let me actually enter it until I close that. That's at negative 3. Okay, f of 2, do the same thing. Follow the input, follow the x-axis here until you get to 2. Here's 2. Now go up and down until you find the graph. Here's the graph, and it looks to have a y value of 1. So this is the point 2, 1, and associates with the fact that f of 2 equals 1, and that's the y value of the function when you input the value 2 for x. And that's all they were looking for in this problem. You let me know if you have other questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.